Hi guys. You see, I got the mic. Put it here. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Olive. I'm a tattoo artist in Shanghai. And today our topic going to be about a very interesting topic. It's going to be about how to become a full-time artist or a full-time whatsoever photographer, uh, I don't know, videographer or whatsoever, uh, people who do some sort of freelance creative jobs. Yeah. So this video will be useful for those who struggle, who, for example, want to get to some point of life and struggle with it. Like they want to be artists, they want to be photographers, they want to be full-time dancers, they want to be full-time videographers, they want to be full-time content creators, and so on, so on. And they struggle with getting there. This time, my videos, I hope it's going to be less chaotic. You see, I did the plan. And I will be using, I don't like how this, excuse me, how to put you like this. I don't even know how to use this. Okay. And this time, I'll be using my example. 我自己的 my example of myself, because I've been doing freelance art. I've been a freelance artist since 2018, so for the solid 6 years. And I think I've been doing pretty good because I support myself financially fully. I can pay my rent, I can buy my food and buy stuff. And I want to share also my experience and my way. I'm not going to say it's the right one. I don't know. Maybe there's some way easier way. And I just want to share how it was for me and give some little recommendations and some tips that can be helpful for you. Maybe you can also use it, right? So from time to time, I'll be using myself as an example. I'll be telling you how I did certain stuff. Uh, yeah. So as I said, I've been doing freelance art for 6 years, and for 4 years now, I've been doing tattoos and supporting myself fully, just doing art. Okay, let's get started. All right. There are a few steps. I think I did 5 steps. Okay. Step number 0. Step number 0, you should stop taking it as a hobby. I beg you. Hobby, you know why? Hobby is something we do for pleasure, right? For example, I like to work in a garden. I don't know why this stupid example came to my head. Anyways, I like to plant flowers. This is my hobby. It makes me feel good, relaxed, and stuff. Work, on another hand, it can't make you feel relaxed. Those people who said, learn how to make money, this quote, I forgot. Something, it goes something like this: learn how to make money with what you like, and you never work a day of your life, blah blah blah. They are right, but they're missing, like there are some points are missing, and it gives their own perspective. It gives this sort of idea to a lot of people that if you do what you like, it's going to be easy peasy, flowers, rainbows, unicorns. No, you should stop taking it as a hobby. You should start taking it as job. Consider consider, I'm being Nigerian now, consider the responsibilities. Yes, take it seriously. Seriously. Mm-hmm. This is step number 0. Let me turn on my AC. I feel so hot. All right. Okay, now step number one. Okay, step number one is for people who they don't like doing what they do, the job they do, but they have no idea what they would like to do. Uh, I'm so sad when I meet people like that because it's hard for me to understand how is me. I'm the person who always knew what I want to do, like since childhood, I wanted to do art. Yes. So, but I still have little like tips how I figured out what I like doing, you know. So, your step number one is figure out what are you into, how to get it. It's not like if you just sitting, you every day you're coming from your full-time job, you work from 9 to 5, you come home and you sit, you watch your TV, you're not going to figure it out. Okay, for figuring it out, you need to try as many things as possible. For example, giving you example of myself, I always liked art, always. Since I remember myself, I like drawing, I like crafting, I like doing all sorts of things every time. But you know, if when you say the word art is very vague, it's so big. It's like, what is art? Is it dancing? Is it songwriting? Is it music? Is it photography? Is it painting? Is it crafting? Is it sculpturing? Like the list is huge. So what happened in 2018 when something happened in my family? My dad, he passed away, and I realized that life, that sad stories again. I realized that life is pretty short to waste. So I promised to myself that I want to uh, do arts. And then I started asking myself questions. So, what do I want to do? I couldn't find the answer, and the only way that was working for me, I started to try because I was very patient about art. Patient? Is it the word? I don't know. I was like very into art, so I was trying literally like bunch of things. I will put you a list here. Here. The list of things I've tried from 2018 to 2021. How many years? 3 years, right? 3 years. I was trying. Not like I try and I go. I try, I learn the skill and maybe see how it sits with me. Do I really like it? Do I want to do it all the time? How I feel about it. I kept trying and I kept learning. I was learning from YouTube. I was getting some courses. Basically, I was like searching, you know, I was searching. I knew the area, it was art, right? So inside this frame of art, I was searching inside. Mm-hmm. Yes. So this is your step number one. Figure out what you're into. Also, I think I saw some stuff on internet, something like tests, like some things that can help you actually to figure out what you're into, like you know this Japanese philosophy concept, ikigai. Yeah, so maybe Google that and it also help you. Okay, by the way, let's assume that um, we have full-time job. This is the condition when this is the video when like the person it has the person has full-time job but they don't like full-time job. Okay, this is our scenario. Yeah, so we have full-time job, we make money, we cover our basic needs like shelter, food and water, right? But we don't like what we're doing and we are struggling and we unhappy inside. So we are going to, this is for people like that. If you unable to cover your basic needs and you sitting and thinking that you want to do something that you like doing, my friend, go and do a job that you don't like because you need to cover your basic needs. Okay, but this is not our case. Our case is when we don't like our full-time job and we want some changes. We want to make, we already one step higher, right? We want to make our life happier, more fulfillment, more satisfaction. When we figure it out, for example, after me searching for 3 years, trying different stuff, tattoos came to my life. I wouldn't say that I came to tattoos. I mean, I love to do tattoos for myself. I was like a customer, I was on another side, but I was not thinking about tattoos at all. In fact, I had this stupid idea, not idea, stupid mindset that I'm afraid of needles and I'm afraid of blood and I'm afraid of this sort of stuff. So tattoos are not for me. So when tattoos came to my life, I was very skeptical. I was very skeptical. I was like, I don't really know. But because I already was trying a lot of things before, I was like, why not to try? And in my mind, it was like, okay, at least I'll have some another skill. Now, for example, I'll be able to make tattoos for myself, right? Because you see, my body, I only have like small tattoos, and I was thinking if I learn, maybe I'll be able to do small tattoos for myself. After you figure out what you like doing, right? You also need to ask yourself questions like why do I want to do it? Like what is my goal? If my goal only make a bunch of money, I mean everyone's goal is to make a bunch of money. Let's be honest. But it doesn't have to be the only goal. Everyone wants financial freedom, right? This is a good goal to have. I also have this goal. Everyone wants to make a lot of money. This is a good goal to have. I also have this goal. But there also supposed to be goals such like what use I bring to society? How can I be useful? How can I help people? Maybe how can I like invest, sorry, not this word, contribute, how can I contribute to society, right? So these are also questions you should ask yourself, because if you go only to make money, you won't go far. It's just not how universe works. This is not how universe works. This is not how you want to make a business. Okay, so you should think about what is my aim, what is my goal, why do I want to do what I want to do. Okay, all right. I'm already tired. Step number 2, that was only step number 1. Oh, no wonder it took me 6 years. Step number 2, develop a skill. Obviously, right? Let's say me, I picked tattoos. I was like, okay, let's try tattoos. But I had zero skill in tattoos, zero. So you picked something and you have, maybe you have little skill. If you have already little skill, it's awesome. If you have zero skill, it's okay. You can learn. So at this point, step number 2, you still have your full-time job. Please don't quit, okay? I beg you. Like you, step number 1, you have your full-time job, you keep going there, you keep hating it, but you already have in mind that I'm going to find something I really like doing. Step number 2, you still have your full-time job, you still keep going there, right? But you already learning something, so you have this little hope that okay, one day I'll quit. It's not forever, I'm not stuck here, right? The shortest way to learn skill is to find a mentor. Find someone who already knows and learn from them. Of course, you have to pay them. This is how it works. Yeah? The cheap Cheaper ways is maybe take a course, like a group course, or take online course. We are in the 21st century, right? Or if the cheapest way, but I feel like is the longest one, is to learn from the free sources like online, uh, like YouTube, and like information on internet. Yes. So in my case, I had a mentor, and after my mentor, I took a few online courses as well. So basically, I spent for learning tattoos like 6 months or maybe even more. But honestly, with tattoos, it's just you learn every day you tattoo. Like each time you tattoo, you learn something. So it's like endless process. But anyways, to start to learn like base, each skill has a base, right? So to learn the base, you need to do these options, maybe mentor courses. Like you get to have the base. The rest you will get with practice, but the base you need to get. All right. After you started learn the skill, right? You need to keep practicing. We all know that talent exists, but talent is only 1%. The rest is practice, hard work, repetitive actions every day. Okay, let me give you my example. When I was learning tattoos, I had my full-time job that was starting at 1 p.m. and continuing to 8:30 p.m. So I used to wake up at 5 every day and practice before. Then I was going to my full time, working the like 8 hours. I was working with kids. I was working 8 hours, and then I was getting home. And maybe sometimes I even was practicing after uh, job. I was practicing with my mentor. I was practicing without my mentor. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. It's like any free second of my time, I was busy practicing my skill. At this point, you need to understand that practice not only will help you to strengthen your skill, but it also will help you to build your portfolio, right? Shortly, how to build portfolio. If you're photographer, artist, uh, making videos, designer, who else? This kind of people, our people. Yeah, how to build portfolio if you don't have customers, if you knew you don't know how. My baby, work for free. I'm not asking you to work for free all the time, but at the beginning of your career, you have to work for free. Yeah, offer your services, be active. This is the keywords I'm saying. Offer barter, text people your offers, learn how to make offers, create projects. For example, if you're a designer, right, you can just create a fake project, like if you're working for someone for your portfolio. If you're a photographer or tattoo artist like me, it's harder. You actually need people, but if you're a designer, you actually can do it. Then me, I was taking models all the time. I think after to like about 20 or 30 people for free. If you feel like you want to charge, you feel very uncomfortable working for free, you can charge for materials. As a tattoo artist, you can do that. You can say that you'll tattoo for the materials and put a little price, like 100 or 200 RMB or 300 RMB, same as photographer. So for the portfolio to have, you need to have about 5 to 10 projects that you can actually show. And of course, you have to start showing them. You have to start putting yourself out there. This is, I think, putting yourself out there is the uh, topic for the whole another video that I will make later. So just now I'll say that you have to start putting yourself online if you want to uh, get some customers. Which is pretty obvious, but a lot of people they don't do it. I don't know. Like, isn't it obvious? Step number 3. Let me put it back. This microphone. Step number 3. As you build your portfolio, at the same time, you build your client base, right? When I started to do tattoos, I already had some client base at each because, as I said, I was doing some graphic design and I was doing some art before, since 2018. So when in 2021 I started to do tattoos, people already knew that, oh, this girl, she's doing arts. So I was already known. But if you are not in situation like me, what you can do is to, again, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. How do you want customers to get to know you if you're sitting home? Question. At this point, you can start shifting your energy, your attention from full time, right, to part time. How it happened with me, uh, I was doing full time, that was taking 8 hours of my time every day. So I talked to my boss, and she is a wonderful woman. We negotiated that she cut 4 hours together with my salary, of course. She cut 4 hours, so I only can do 4 hours a day, which gave me extra 8 hours when I could practice and focus on building my own stuff, right? Yeah, you can start shifting your focus from working for someone to working for yourself. Uh-huh. Of course, you'll make less money, you'll struggle mentally, it will be stressful, but it's worth it. It will create a room for you to invest more in your own stuff, because again, the rule of universe is that our energy flows where our focus goes. So where your focus is, that's where your energy go. I hope you get me. So again, at this stage, you it's like a check for you. You have to also be aware how committed you are to what you like doing. It's like, because it's easy to say when you make a bunch of money doing full-time job, even if you don't like that full-time job, it's very easy to sit and say, oh, I want to do this and that. It's like you're dreaming, but when you start doing it and you get 3 times less money than you used to make, that's when the game starts. So at this stage, number 3, you'll be challenged with commitment. So commitment to what you like, commitment to your goal will help you not to give up, because some people, they give up at this point, especially when you just start, and you know mm, it's a bit silly and naive to expect that everything will work out for you perfectly and you'll have a bunch of customers. Of course it can happen though, but sometimes it's not happening. Sometimes you don't have customers, sometimes you struggle with learning your skill, sometimes you struggle with promoting yourself, sometimes you struggle with all these things at once. So it's going to be challenging, but it's worth it if you keep your why am I doing it in your head and you stick to it, and if you have faith, you can do it. For me, speaking about my experience, this took me. So guys, hi again. something happened, half of my video that I was recorded without no sound. I don't know why. I'm just hoping that this actually records with sound. All right, so there I stopped telling you how did I manage to transition from part-time to quitting my job. So for me it was like at that times when I was at that stage here in China, COVID happened. There was a big wave of COVID and we were not working, we were not able to work. So that helped me to leave my full-time job because there was no job anyways. And the second condition I had is that I had a partner by the time, and my partner was also pretty supportive, and he said that I don't need to look for another full-time job and I can focus on tattoos. But this is only my scenario. If you obviously have part-time and you want to like quit it, it will take some time for you. You have to be ready financially, because whenever you start earning money by your own business, it's not the fastest process. Like, it will take time to earn enough to be able to cover all your supplies, all your needs. What am I saying? Yeah, so I think for me it took me like 6 months. I was doing part-time for like 6 months or more, and then this whole COVID thing happened, so I left my part-time and I became a full-time tattoo artist. And step number four, that's the step when you actually can quit your full-time job, right? It's also not gonna be the easiest decision to make, because it's pretty scary. Quitting full-time means canceling the stability in your life. But if you're confident enough and you make enough money by what you're doing and you have enough faith in yourself, I believe you can do it. How can you help yourself so you feel less stressed? You maybe can have some savings. You make sure that maybe your rent covered for a few months, or you have a partner or family member who can help you with that in case if you fail. And you can fail, that's normal to fail, and you will fail a lot of times, most likely. Yeah, so at step number 4, you have to keep developing your skill, building customer base, building your skill, building your portfolio, doing marketing, and all this has to happen simultaneously at the same time, right? You can also try delegating something, like for example marketing. If you feel like you don't have enough skill in that, you can look for the special people who can help you to promote. But I also suggest you at least a little bit learn it by yourself, because it will be very helpful for your future business. This is a very nice soft skill to have, right? And then the step number 5, this is the stage where I am now, stage that can be very fruitful but still can be upsetting. This is the stage when you just have to keep going and bettering your business and keep believing and not giving up. This stage, you're already being a full-time artist. You can proudly say, I'm a full-time artist, but yet you should be aware that this is not a smooth journey. This is not always, there are not always happy moments. Sometimes you feel like you're on the top of the world, the other times you cry in the corner. And at this stage, at this step number 5, you need to keep going no matter what. Keep going, keep developing your skill, keep developing your style, keep doing collaborations. It's like, since you already have the base, now you have the ability to expand and grow. And My genuine advice is to surround yourself with people who love you, who support you, who will not put you down but instead elevate you and help you. Also, try being active. I know it's hard, like me myself, I'm being very much introvert. It's easy for me to talk with camera, but it's hard for me to talk offline with people. But yet try to push yourself out of your little comfort zone. uh, have connections, do networking. Don't be focused on the end goal that much, but try to enjoy the process of becoming the person you want to become, the artist, the photographer, the skillful professional you want to become. Try to enjoy and embrace the process, because if you'll be focused only on the goal, whenever there are difficulties or obstacles, you'll be feeling bad and down and you'll feel like giving up. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for listening, and I hope that it was helpful. I believe in you. I know you can do it. And I love you. Bye bye.